Hey guys, this is Victor, and once again I'm releasing a video on my coming out. This is part 5. This time I'm going to talk about conspiracy theories, and I'm going to want you to listen for just a minute to Bashar, who is once again a first contact specialist. And I want to give you some context. So he's going to talk also about conspiracy theories. And conspiracy theories are actually truth. That's not really the point, and he'll get that across. And I want you to apply this also to the idea of health and wellness and everything else. So before I continue, listen to this.
My question is in several parts.
Yes.
Having to do with the Illuminati bankers and the fact that it appears very clear at this point, with no doubt, that there are forces that have seized control that are out to
Stop. One of the other things in terms of information that will no longer be coming through this terminal will be the support of fearful theories.
It's not a theory.
It's not a theory, he said.
Stop. What we are saying is we understand that people like you're describing exist. We understand that people on your planet have those kinds of intentions. But the point we made is that you all put them there. So if you don't want them there, remove them. Empower yourselves to empower them to be true people and not people acting out of fear. And remember, again, there is no just one world. You are constantly shifting to different parallel realities. So whatever vibrational state you choose to be in is going to ultimately be the parallel earth you will experience. If you keep focusing on the idea of those who are trying to control and focusing on the ideas of fear, that will be the kind of world you will experience. But at the very same time, the people that focus on the idea of self-empowerment will ultimately, at the same time, experience another parallel earth where no such people exist.
Well, isn't everybody in this room experiencing the same reality?
No, that's the point that you're missing. They're not. You are experiencing similar realities by agreement, but they're actually not the same.
So, is there people in this room that don't have any clue and won't be affected at all by the FEMA camps, the 78 million
Correct.
that our government has already ordered?
There are those that will be affected by it because they choose to live in fear. There are those that will never see it because they don't.
Okay, I hope you could understand all that. You manifest what you focus on, right? So we always say, be careful, don't manifest your fears. And you need to think positive, etc. But this was a really good point, and I wanted to show this, or I wanted to have you hear this and hear how strongly he expresses this idea. And of course, he's been talking about this for many years already, as it applies to everything in your life. And so this idea of conspiracy theories, if we spend time fighting against them, unfortunately, we kind of help to bring them in. Now, of course, there are always those that will fight the good fight for us. But for you, and especially with regards to other things, like again, I mentioned about your health, etc., there are many battles within yourself. So stay positive. I'm going to throw out one other example here. And it's going to be about, again, this idea, everything, it all ties into fear and free will. If you want to experience a very negative existence, etc., that's your choice, right? But understand that you also have the choice to not do that. And an extreme example that I'll bring about in this video are abductions, alien abductions, right? Are they real? Do they really happen? I mean, there's countless of documentaries and video testimonials, etc. People that are terrified and have these horrifying experiences. But there are also those people that have wonderful experiences. And if you look for that kind of information, you will find it, and you'll start to get a very different picture about what abductions are. And you'll start to reduce or get rid of your own fears about such things. And are we talking about by aliens? Yes, I am. Alien abductions. There is no hostile intent by any other beings that are abducting humans. Now, there are other types of abductions that are going on, as most people know. Again, I'm not going to focus on that because I don't want to feed the fear to that. Because if you don't focus on it, it won't exist for you, right? That's one of the ways you stay away from things. So anyway, with regards to alien abductions, they have no hostile intent, so don't worry about it. The one thing we really do have to worry about is just the psychic shock. The idea of meeting any kind of creature or being that is alien to you, whether it's a spider or a bear or a lion or a tiger or just another human that is so radically different from you, you experience a psychic shock. Just like if you have an accident or anything else, that is a very real thing. And we're biologically designed to have certain responses to things that we are not familiar with. So keep that in mind, weigh that in when your intellect is trying to make decisions about things, all right? So that's something we have to consider, something we have to deal with, and something that we are trying to deal with, or that Bashar is trying to help us deal with, help us to prepare for, help us to reduce the psychic shock as our world changes, okay? So now, again, with regard to some of the abductions by aliens in the past, one of the issues that created an unpleasant experience for some of the abductees was a lack of sensitivity on the part of the extraterrestrials. And this has to do with ignorance on this part, something that they've acknowledged and tried to improve upon over time. So it's not all... it's not all that it's just bad or good, right? Life is much more complicated. And sometimes, when we're doing something new, there's a learning curve involved. Just like with us, again, if we go in with the right mindset, it's just so much easier. We don't really have to worry about it. And then, of course, for those that have had abductions of any kind that have been traumatic for them, I am not trying to diminish a traumatic experience in any way. If it was traumatic, we need to help those people that experience any kind of traumatic situation, and help is available. For me, myself, as a certified emotion code practitioner, I'm equipped to help people get through trauma. So if you need help, reach out and I can work with you as a coach, as an emotion code practitioner, etc. And we can get you past those traumatic events. Anyway, hope this helps. Hope it was interesting for you. And thank you for watching. Have a good day.